Hello Leo, welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all my Leo lion friends here with me today. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you, all on the subject of love. Do keep in mind these are going to be general messages. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with everyone out there. So please do use your own discretion. Only take away messages for your best and highest good. You will know what those are intuitively. You never need to take on any energy that doesn't feel like it's yours. Feel free to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and the videos associated with those signs. If you want additional messages or more clarity, I always recommend that. But yeah, I recommend you come into this with an open heart and an open mind. Sometimes messages take a while to resonate, a few days, a few weeks, a few months even. If later down the line they resonate, that's fantastic. And if it's not your message, feel free to release it. You don't need to take it on. Everything else you will want to know will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using, as well as my social media channels. I'm The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook. Check that out if you're interested. Also on Instagram, The Intuitive Teacup. Other than that, let's hop in. For my Leo friends, we'll use this as our clarifying deck. Ooh, that just flew out. Two of Swords. All right. I guess that means there's going to be a decision to be made. They're flying out already. All right. So, let's start. Two of Swords, starting off with Libra energy. Leo, you have the Hierophant. You have the King of Swords. Well, there's that decision. Who are you going to choose? It's a person, I think. Who are you going to commit to? It's cutting a person out of your life. It may have to do with a Taurus or an Aquarius or a Libra. Somebody might have a name that starts with a B. That's kind of very prominent here. And someone may be hiding a secret from you as well. Or just might be more reserved or more quiet. I'm almost getting like water energy, more, I don't know if it's so much secret. It may come off as secretive, but it's either just reserved or maybe they let you be sort of the person who steers the ship in the relationship, so to say. Whereas, yeah, I think some of you are just, I'm flat out, I'm getting in either two relationships at once or on the dating scene and picking between people, or maybe married with a side piece, or there's three people here. It's just coming through very strong. So again, on one side, we have that potential water sign, Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Maybe a little bit withdrawn or secretive or passive. I think that's the word I'm looking for. They let you kind of take control. Whereas the other person is a little bit more domineering and controlling, and you might like that. You might like that they take the initiative and have the drive to decide what's going on. Or you might not. But that person I'm getting has a little bit more zest and a little bit more like sexual compatibility. There's something very like, oh, like, yeah, sex and passion about them. There's something that physically you enjoy. But something about that goes against your morals or values or maybe how you were raised. And if it's not that, it may be a hesitation of, well, I like them, but can I bring them home to the family? Will the family embrace them? Will the tribe, will the group embrace them? Whereas the other person, they're very sweet and kind and nurturing, but you want a little bit of sexual passion with them. You think maybe they're lacking in that department, Leo. And so, yeah, you have to make a decision and you're completely straight-faced about it. I don't even know if the other two options know about each other. They might. But they're both, the thing is in this card, it's like they're both bowing down to you on some level. So it's like they both want to be with you. I don't sense that somebody is, I don't know how to say this, wanting to let you go. Maybe this has been established as an open relationship and there isn't a specific I'm with you and you're with me and that's it. Maybe it's, again, kind of like playing the field energy and maybe everybody is on the same page there. I mean, for a very select few of you, this could represent like threesome idea, but I don't think that's the case. But yeah, ultimately it comes down to the decision. It's listening to your inner truth, right? Making a very logical, intelligent decision. But we know you have a choice. That was the first card that flew out. And again, even the depiction, it's like whether you're male or female, doesn't matter to me. It's like symbolically, these people are offering you roses, Leo, and you're just kind of like, oh, like I don't know if I want to accept it. You're being kind of coy or passive, or maybe you're the one being kind of secretive. What is this decision about? It's about the High Priestess and the Hermit. Again, more third-party energy in a Hermit card, which is very unusual. Yeah, again, I'm sort of getting the same message here. Okay, so just straight up, here's what I'm getting from these cards. This person who potentially is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the one who's a little bit more passive, who lets you take charge, they hold the keys, I think, to your happiness. They hold keys, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's keys, literally keys to your apartment. Maybe you already live with them, but you're seeking elsewhere or love elsewhere. They hold the keys, though, to something important to you. And I do sense good energy from them. I have to be honest, more so than this other option, the one who's, I am getting it's based very heavily on sexual passion. And there's nothing wrong with that, but something about it's not coinciding with either, again, your values or ethics or what you really want in a relationship, or you're worried about them being accepted into your, I don't know, into your workplace, into your tribe, into your family, into your church group, whatever that is. But you're hesitant to choose the more passive person because you think there isn't enough sexual energy and love and zest to keep the relationship going. I think you think you're going to get bored with them. And the thing is, I think they're potentially more committed. I don't know, this other person, they're coming off as devil energy. So if they're a Capricorn, cool. But yeah, something about them, devil may care attitude, or maybe just like bachelor for life, bachelorette for life, never wants to settle down and commit. And if that's the case, what I'm getting is that directly does not or conflicts with your ideology on love. Yeah, you also have your Ten of Cups. Okay, so without a doubt, this decision, this Two of Swords essentially, who's going to bring you the most joy and happiness long term? And as I said, something about this water sign who is coming off twice as like High Priestess energy. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but for a lot of you, I think it is. They hold the keys to even the Hierophant. This depiction of the Hierophant on so many tarot decks. The Hierophant, which is you're represented here, Leo. You're the one in like this judging position. These two are like bowing down to you, essentially, like choose me, whatever. The Hierophant is almost always shown with keys. It's like the keys to heaven, to unlocking spirituality, whatever. This High Priestess holds keys. There's something symbolic about that. And with the moon energy, this is like what I was reading as the water sign. This other person literally has a devil's tail, right? And on that side, it's representative of the Bible or some sort of, literature or thoughts and beliefs that for time and time has been passed down from generation. Yeah, it's choosing, it's standing in your inner truth and being honest with what you really want, but also keeping in mind emotionally what's going to last the longest, what's going to keep you the most happy and satisfied long term. This is quite a predicament you're in, Leo. It's quite a predicament. Ten of Cups is more water energy. I'm just going to put a nudge in there for the water sign because I am getting good vibes from them. Your other person, the one that you have great sexual passion with, again, could be an Aquarius or a Libra, potentially a Virgo or a Capricorn. So in your present, are we doing okay for time? We're doing okay. Ten of Wands, yeah. Very direct. Releasing the burdens, putting them down. Maintaining two relationships at once, Leo, I think has been a burden to you. And it could particularly be one person, right? Again, if one person treats you better, but the other one has some sort of value you feel in your life, it's getting burdensome carrying on this could be pretending, right? If you're not being honest that you're with two people, it's a burden trying to keep on the facade that, oh, I'm committed and you're my person, because I'm just being real for the cross watchers. Sorry, Leo's got multiple people, no question. clear as day. Middle of your spread, Leo, is Queen of Wands. So that is Aries energy. I do like the Queen of Wands. It's standing in your truth and in your power, falling right under the King. Now, you didn't have any fire energy previously, and so that's why I very firmly believe that this is you. So it's like you're this beautiful Queen of Wands that naturally draws the eye of people. The way I always make the metaphor of like fire draws our eye. It's light. It's beautiful. It's fire in itself is fascinating to watch, right? The campfire. You can sit around it for hours. That's you. People want to be with you. People like looking at you. People like the warmth, your charisma, right? You're fun. You're passionate. But you're also extremely burdened and tired of something or someone. I think it's about this decision. I think you really want to make it, but understandably, because I'm not even clear on who the clear winner is, if you will, if you even want to say it that way. Yeah, I can understand that it's a struggle to choose because you feel like what's on the line is your happiness. You don't want to compromise your joy and your happiness. You don't want to make the wrong choice. So then you have the Knight of Swords on the other side of this Queen of Wands, which is you, male or female, right? So knights bring movement into our life. They bring change. And because it is a Knight of Swords, he is a knight of thoughts, and he is a knight of communication. Something about when I just said Knight of Thoughts, that was like a weird way to phrase it, but I think that was supposed to mean the idea of this is anxiety keeping you up at night. Like it's been a long night of just one thought after another. For those of you who relate to that. Knight of Swords is a card of Gemini. I think you want to move away from these burdens and release them. He's literally going in the opposite direction, he or she, whatever. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands. I'm going to clarify it twice. Where is he headed is my first question. And what do we need to know about him? Where is this Knight of Wands? I'm sorry, Knight of Swords. Have I been saying Knight of Wands this whole time? Knight of Swords, just to be very clear. Card of Gemini. Again, thoughts and communications, movement, change. And not just communication, but yeah, thoughts and ideas, progressive thoughts, fighting for someone, fighting for the truth. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can act on impulse because his truth is the truth. There's no debating that with this Knight of Swords. So sometimes he prematurely acts because a thought comes to him and he just goes. He doesn't always think things through. That's what I'm trying to say. What is this Knight of Swords headed to? The King of Cups. The water sign. And what do we need to know about this Knight of Swords? Two things. We need to know Knight of Pentacles. All right. King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. All right. So again, lots of kind of people going on here. You have two kings and two knights. Lots of people, potentially third-party energy, right? Straight up, I think most of you are leaning towards going with a water sign, if that resonates. This High Priestess, heavy Cancer and Pisces energy, but King of Cups is a Scorpio, so really any of those signs, right? And to me, this is saying you're fooling yourself by not believing that this water sign is capable of having really intense, like a sexual passion with you, Leo. You're not giving them the full opportunity I'm getting to express that, because I'm just kidding. This water sign is into a lot of shit that you don't know about yet. So if you're worried that like your flame is going to be snuffed, I would not jump to conclusions in that area yet. I'm going to say that. So what do we need to know about this knight? Yeah, that he or she, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think this knight is representing you. You need to make the change. You need to take the action forward. You need to communicate with your partner or partners, right? Potentially. That I think you've been hiding somebody. I think I can show you this. It's a little bit scandalous, but it's like this. This is the king, right? Yeah, this king is like the way I don't know if you can see this. I'm sorry, the light is so bad. It's almost like he's telling this girl, quick, hide behind that pillar. My wife is coming. That's what this card looks like. It's like, quick, grab your clothes, get them off the floor like someone's coming home. You're scrambling, right? To like destroy the evidence. And the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, the Knight of Pentacles is steady and solid. He will get the job done. It's more Virgo energy. I will say, if it's not a water sign you're rejecting, it might be a Virgo. That's coming through here too. Anyway, or I'm sorry, I don't mean to say rejecting. The one that you have more pause about, the one who you feel there is less sexual chemistry with, that might be a Virgo or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah, basically this is saying like, this Knight of Swords who's making the decision needs to step up and start acting like a king. And again, male or female. This is just, I'm reading it off the gender of the cards. So, and for some of you, feel free to reverse the roles. This story may resonate as you being caught in a third party situation, Leo, and it's your person who's deciding between the two. And if that's the case, I think you already know about it. It's pretty clear here. But yeah, it's like your king needs to step up and start acting like a king, or you do. No shade, Leo, right? No judgment. You know, everybody, whatever. This is meant to help you, right? Yeah, it's like you need to step up and be a solid king, a solid ruler, a reliable, respectful, just fair ruler. He's a king, right? And the King of Pentacles, he grows families, he grows businesses and jobs. He lives a healthy lifestyle because he values his body, right? Your body is your temple. And so, okay, so I think what this Knight of Pentacles is saying is that you've been at it a while. I think you've been looking for the right mate or for the right person for a long time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He'll get there, but it takes him a really long time to get there. And so I'm just sensing aggravation, especially because you are a fire sign, Leo, right? Fire signs like it quick. They like to move on when they're not feeling something and find something new and exciting, right? And I think this is symbolic of maybe your dating history or your marriage history, is that it's just been like a lot of either flops or a lot of just kind of settling or inconsistent or unsatisfying. Yeah, you may have made lots of offers to people in the past. And I'm not saying that these two people have been in your life for a long time. One of them, I think, is newish. And both of them might be, right? For those who aren't, in long-term relationships. But I'm still getting the idea that the dating scene for you, Leo, has been like one dud after the next. It's like exit off the list, that one's done. Nope, that one didn't work out, next. For those resonating with this. And it's like this Knight of Pentacles is your energy, and it's been a long time coming. It's like you've learned valuable lessons in all of this. And I know that's no consolation when you want action and you want the results now. But if you're being represented as the Knight of Pentacles who needs to step up to king mode, it's like you've been on this journey a long time and you're getting there. You're making progress. You are meeting people who are actually more in alignment with your heart and with your desire. I just don't think you realize it. I think maybe you've called it quits on relationships prematurely, and maybe that's what you're trying to do here, but I'm just getting universe or spirit or the tarot cards. They're asking you to take a second look, particularly at this high priestess person. Or I do want to say water sign or Virgo is very strong here. There may be things you're not understanding or seeing clearly or truthfully. This person, if they're the high priestess, they may have secrets too. If this whole third party energy is a secret, I'm just getting that the person that you're putting less stock in may surprise you. And for most of you in a good way, for some of you, maybe they're fooling around too. Maybe you're in a marriage and both of you are unsatisfied and you just haven't spoken about it. The King of Swords is the king of communication. And look, that's what this knight is rushing to do, to choose, to pick, to communicate, right? To send a message that, hey, I'm interested in you. I want more love. This knight is headed towards the King of Cups, so maybe that's your ambition. Maybe you want to feel like the king or queen, whatever, gender non-specific, of love. You don't want to have to worry about having to constantly be chasing these love prospects. Or the other end of it, feeling like you're constantly being chased by bottom feeders or people who just aren't in alignment with what you want. People who don't offer you what you're looking for. What are you looking for? What is your 10 of Cups? What is your fairy tale ending? What is the utmost, most beautiful, ideal version of love for you, Leo? Do you even know? Do you even understand what that is? Have you never been with someone that's made you feel like the King of Cups? Maybe that's what this is saying. Nights bring change and movement. As I said, you need to move on to something that makes you feel elated, that makes you feel joyous. Maybe it's neither one of these people, right? Only you will know. And I mean, with the High Priestess coming up, that's all about using your intuition, channeling message from within, listening to your inner truth. All right, so in your future, we have the 9 of Pentacles, Leo, the Single Ladies card, or the Single Gents card. I think you're letting them both go for a lot of you. And I will say, this is the future. I'm being very clear. We all have free will. Nothing is set in stone. But this is like a roadmap of what's to come should you choose to keep going in this direction. Some of you are going to choose to be single because you realize both these people, while they're bowing down and offer you something, there's a reason why it's taken you so long to choose. Look at her. He's like shoving a rose in her face and she just doesn't want it. Even my male Leos, male or female, do you want the rose? Do you want this person? Do they fill your cup? Do they bring you joy and happiness? Do you see long-term potential? Pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This is what I've been waiting for. This is my person. I want marriage. I want babies. Whatever it is to you. Some people don't want that, and that's fine. But is this your person? Most people watching tarot are watching it because they do want a monogamous relationship. So I am apt to say, is this your one and only? And if it's giving you that much pause, Leo, I think these people may, and no shade, please don't take this to heart, but these people may have been filling voids in your life that you were just lacking or missing or uncomfortable with. And they brought you something. There was something to be gained from meeting these people and exchanging cups with them, be it for a year or 2 years or 2 weeks, right? There was something that at the time you needed. But I think this is, I'm saying, with 2 knights and 2 kings, is it time to raise your vibration and move on? Is it time to be single for a little while and get in tune with your own worthiness, with your own value, right? She's the 9 of Pentacles, right? She's almost the Queen of Pentacles. She's getting there, right? And yeah, I just see this as like a little sacrifice. It's like she's put this, what do you call it? Like a sack over this little squirrel's head. Like she's about to execute him. Like she's about to like chop his head off or sacrifice him, right? And that's what I'm getting from this relationship. It's like, and I say sacrifices because you do have love in your heart for these people. Something has kept them in your life for this amount of time. But again, you're holding it in your hand very lackluster of like, I don't want to let you go, but you're not for my highest good. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to cut you out because it's what my heart is telling me to do. And that's interesting. I said she's the 9 of Pentacles. She's almost the Queen of Pentacles. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles come in. I love this. It's progression. You take this young, naive girl, give her some self-worth and some self-love and some self-encouragement. Give her her power back. This is like the witch of the deck, right? She comes into her power and then she's the queen. Then she's the Queen of Pentacles. And how I was saying, it's like this king needs to raise his vibe because currently he's doing all these shady deals of quick, hide behind the whatever these are called, like the fuck, what is the name of it? Hide behind this part of the castle because my wife is coming. That's what I was saying, right? This is that person's divine counterpart. So actually, for some of my Leos, this is your person who's involved in shady dealings. But yeah, this is saying I'm better off alone. I'm better off nurturing my own goals and my own ideas, being solid and steady on my own before I enter into a relationship, because I'm really not sure what I'm looking for, or I just haven't found it yet. I just haven't found what I'm looking for. There's some song by, no one's going to know this artist. Well, I shouldn't say that. Robert Schwartzman, he was the original lead singer of Rooney. He has some song about "You're What I'm Looking For." And I'm trying to see if there's any message in that. But if for those who know that song, maybe it's a message for you, or you should look it up on iTunes. I think it's called "What I'm Looking For" by Robert Schwartzman. Or actually, you know, it might even be by Rooney. That was like his band, and then he went solo. There's some message in that song for someone out there. I like this, though, because it's really empowering, because you choose to put yourself first. And again, no shade, but if you were the one kind of fooling around on a partner or multiple partners, this shows that you make the right decision to release them, right? Like, she's releasing this little animal that she's maybe kept in a cage because she didn't know what to do with it, right? It's like, I know I should set you free, but I kind of don't want to. I'm just getting you make the right decision to set it free. And look, it might come back. It's like progression. She goes from a girl to a woman. And I know this is cheesy, but it's like even the squirrel. He comes back years later. He's like, do you remember me? There could be reconciliation in the future with one of these people, right? That maybe you realize down the road, they were all you were looking for. They were your 10 of Cups. But it was almost like you needed the separation to come to the realization that you felt lost without them, or you felt empty without them, or there was lack or something in your life that was like, gosh, I miss Scorpio. Gosh, I miss my Virgo. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's exactly what this is. And then you have strength. And we were just saying, we're coming, well, this is your card, first of all, Leo. But in Leo season, all the zodiac signs have been called to raise their vibration and go through difficult battles, difficult things, overcome obstacles that they themselves never thought they could. And that's what you're doing. You're getting yourself out of this pickle, out of this tricky situation, out of indecision, essentially, right? For some of you, you make a choice, and it's probably a difficult choice, right? It's going to require strength, right? And I am getting faith in God, or faith in the divine, or faith that if I go down this path, it's a little bit blurry. Like I feel like I'm blindfolded because I don't know where I'm going, but I'm having faith that it's the right path for me because I'm being called this way. I was getting major Cancer vibes with this card, which is unusual because it's very much a Leo card. I guess like Chariot vibes, like moving forward. Some of you may have a Cancer coming into your life. Some of you may have a Leo or a Capricorn coming into your life. And if you were dealing with a Capricorn in the past, that could be that thing I was saying about how when you release it, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And later on, when you both are stronger, right? And you both have a better sense of, I thought I loved you, but now I know I really love you and want to be with you. Maybe they'll come back. I wouldn't write that off. I mean, both these cards are saying that. But yeah, it's almost like there's some need for you to get strong on your own. For some time apart, for maybe travel, for doing something new that you've never done before, for going a new place, going to a new place, going in a new direction, doing self-exploration, hermit mode, right? And hermit mode is typically a solo card, right? Maybe it's sitting this round out. Maybe it's not dating for a second and giving that a try. Yeah. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. The messages were pretty straightforward and clear here. Please let me know in the comments below what resonated for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please do like, share, subscribe. Check out your monthly video. Check out your bonus birthday video, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.